James Carpenter with Country Living. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching my videos. Okay, we're headed down the driveway. We've got the delivery truck sitting down on the road, and we're going to pick up a new Napa Auto Care sign. It's 5 feet tall and 8 feet wide, and it illuminates at night. This footage is from about 3 months ago. We took delivery of the sign, and then we had to get approval to hang the sign, and that took a few months. Alright, there's the trucks that are coming, that are the professionals that are going to hang the sign. They're from a company in a local town called Plain City, and their name is Sun Effects. They brought in 2 boom trucks, and they needed both of them. So they're getting the trucks in position. I've done a bit with stuff on myself. If you look at that building down there on the Okay, he's going up right now to take them 2 signs down that's currently on the building. They're more like a banner type sign. They lasted up there for quite a few years. If you're curious as to what that concrete tile is at the bottom of the screen, that actually protects the well. Years ago when I put the well in, I thought it was quite some distance from the house. And then as expansion took place, the well just happened to be right out there in the middle of everything. We're getting that truck air set up with some stabilization. This is the boom that's actually going to lift the sign. They're prepping right now with some straps to pick it up with. He's getting that cable just right. The Napa sign obviously goes on the front of the auto repair shop. The sign was given to us by Napa. We appreciate that greatly. We've had that small metal sign on the building for several years, but Napa decided that they would upgrade our sign and gave us this 5x8 illuminated sign. It's a bigger project than I would have wanted to take on. As you can see by the video, that even with 2 cranes, it made it look pretty easy, but to try to do that, lift that 250-pound sign with manpower and maybe scaffolding or something, it probably could have been done, but I didn't want to take the chance of dropping that sign and ruining it. What he's doing here is getting ready to hook up to the sign so that they can pick it up. He's got a big U-bolt that you run a bolt through and tighten it down. That's going to hold that tow strap to the sign, and then the other end will get hooked to the hook on the crane. We were pretty lucky today. There was a little bit of a breeze, but not really any severe wind. If there would have been some heavy wind, it would have been a lot more difficult to put this sign up, I do believe. Now, basically right now the crane is going to support the sign. I'm going to back the tractor out from under it. And I put a bungee cord on there to just to keep that sign from falling off when I transported it, or at least assist in keeping it from falling off. I guess the big key was just driving slow. Right now they're opening up the crate so they can get the sign out. What they did was take the boards off across the top, and as you'll see here in a minute, they're able to slide the sign right out of that crate. I've been running the automotive repair shop now for, I'd say 30 plus years. I don't really count anymore. It was a long journey with the entrepreneurship of starting an auto repair shop, but I started out just myself and built it now to where there's 2 techs, a service writer, and a receptionist. And those 4 seem to run the business pretty well. I still get involved with the payroll and any major decision making and things like that, but I don't have to actively be in the shop anymore. It's a nice feeling. It gives me time to shoot these YouTube videos and pursue other things. Alright, here we go. We're going to start lifting the sign out of the crate. There may be someone out there that has no idea what Napa is. If that's the case, obviously it's an auto parts store, been around for a lot of years, and the where it says Napa, that's their logo and their business name. And the Auto Care is a program that Napa offers, and it's very beneficial to our customers because part of that program is 2-year parts and labor warranty. So if you were to have service, let's say at my shop, we put a starter on or something like that, and you were on vacation and that starter failed for some reason, you could take your vehicle to any Napa Auto Care center and they would warranty it, and it would be no cost to you out of pocket other than a little bit of inconvenience. But it's nice to have that sense of security. I just took a picture of the labels. Looks like quite a few of them on there. what he's doing here is he's taking some of the metal off around the edge of the sign there, so that they can get those panels off that have the Napa Auto Care and our business name, Auto Inspection Service. You'll see here in a minute where they slide those panels right out of the sign. It will give them access to the bolt holes within the sign, so when they put the sign up against the building, they can go through the sign into the building. Okay, so there was a couple more screws in the middle of the sign. They've got those out now, and as you can see, those panels just slide right out. Those two strips you see there are the strips that hold the LED lighting. Here in a minute I'll give you a close-up of what the LED lights look like at close range. I think he's taking a look at the wiring right now to see what it's going to take to connect the wiring to the building. There's a close-up of the lights. We plan on mounting we'll have a switch. It's already mounted actually, and we'll be able to turn the light on and off at our own discretion. But our plan is to basically turn it off in the morning when it's daylight and turn it on in the afternoons when we close the shop, so it's illuminated all night. Now in the summertime it'll be illuminated for a few hours before it gets dark, but that's no big deal. Now there's an old light on the front of the building, and that wire you see coming across there, that's actually a steel cable, and what it does is it supports our internet. We got a internet cable. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm not a IT guy, but somehow it transfers the internet from one building to the other. I'd like to say fiber optics, but I doubt it. I don't know. There's somebody out there who probably does know, but it's an internet type cable. It goes in and hooks up to a router, and that router gives them access to the internet out in that building. But that's the pole light. You can see it there pretty clear. And at the base of the pole light there's a bracket, and that's where that cable attaches. Well, these guys were nice enough to offer to take that, and I'm glad we made that decision. And what we did, we replaced the light where the cable attached to the base of the light. We put an eye hook in the building, and now the cable attaches to an eye hook, the steel cable that is, and the internet cable is basically lightly wrapped around the steel cable so that it just stays up high enough that incoming vehicles don't knock it down. And it gives us the ability to have internet in that building. That's what he's doing up there right now. He's getting ready to put that eye hook in. Alright, there it goes. It's gone. I put that light up there probably, if I had to guess, mid 80s, 87, 88, somewhere in there. The whole country living thing really started long before YouTube was around. I mean, just to give you a little bit of history on the property. I purchased the property in 1974, and since then I've basically put together everything you see in these videos. And the majority of it I did myself, especially when I was younger. But now that I'm getting older, I do hire helpers occasionally to get things done. For my age, I can still work pretty hard, but I'm Definitely not in my 20s anymore. So there it is. It's got the cable all hooked up on the eye hook. That's all looking good. There were some holes in the building from the previous signs that have been hung up over the years, and they were nice enough to go up there with silicone and plug all them holes for me. I really appreciate that. Keep the rain out of the building. So now they're getting ready to lift the sign and take it over there closer to the building. I probably should have had my techs, that's their car sitting there, move those vehicles. It would have been a little bit easier for them to maneuver that sign through there. think it's just a matter of extending that boom, which is moving that sign closer to the building. Yeah, right there he was asking me if the sign was positioned good, and I said just make sure it's centered. That's the old Napa Auto Care sign there on the right of the screen. It's a metal sign. It's holding up pretty good. It's been up there for a lot of years. And I'm thinking that if Napa gave me that big sign, they had to have given it some thought. I mean, if I've been in business for 30 plus years, and for all this time they just gave me the little metal sign, and now all of a sudden they're giving me this really nice illuminated sign, I would have to think that they must think fairly highly of our business to do that. Over there on the left is that little overhang we're building. There's a whole nother series called the Tesla Garage. It's episodes, and we just did episode 5, which was the pouring of the concrete over there. Later today I'm going to backfill around that form. I'm not going to film it, but I just want to get it done so that the gravel's level with the top of the form, so when we start construction there's no trip hazards right there. Pretty neat looking sky, the way those clouds are in formation. There's their contact information if you're in Central Ohio and you need a sign hung. Give them a call. Sign Effects. We're on the topic of signs. That's my new YouTube channel sign. So the sign is pretty well secured to the building. What they're going to do now is the electrical wiring. In the attic now. Years ago I put all these little sidewalks in to make it easy to maneuver around up there. You see a lot of conduit. I like to wire my buildings in EMT conduit. It's like a big junction box right there. You've probably seen all the pipes going in and out of it. And this is where they're going to make the connection. The electric was there for the pole light. So we're just replacing the pole light with the sign. And we'll still operate it off the same switch. Was it off? Let's see. We're getting there. Looks like the panels are ready to go back in. Alright, so that's that strip. You seen them take off earlier so they could pull the sign apart. So once they get that strip back on there, they're about finished with this job. I want to thank everyone for taking time out of their day to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Not necessarily an educational video, but a video to give you an idea what it takes to hang a big sign like that. Well, you know now. Thank you for watching and have a great evening.